Hello to you too. Hello again, everybody. Barney, aka Mystic Rhythms 87 here. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park on the Sega Genesis. One of several games released to capitalize on the success of the film, and for those of you who don't know the film, well, I really don't know what else to say. I'm just kidding. I know what else to say. Jurassic Park is a film based off of the Michael Crichton novel of the same name. About a philanthropist or at least a businessman who commissions a theme park to be made on an island out in like the Caribbean, out off of the coast of the U.S. And the island is populated by genetically engineered dinosaurs. The book and the movie go into detail about how they're able to get dinosaur DNA from a mosquito that was fossilized in amber, from millions of years ago, 65 million years, Cretaceous period, Jurassic period, what have you. And in order to become a viable thing, the man, Dr. Hammond, John Hammond is his name. Anyway, he commissions Dr. Alan Grant and his partner, Dr. Ellie Sattler, to inspect the park, and then if these paleontologists sign off on it, then it'll be it'd be good, it's safe, it's secure, it's fun for everybody, and a whole lot of shit happens where the dinosaurs get out and basically everyone's kind of fighting for their lives. Okay, enough of that. So this is one of the more popular games that was made out of it. There were games made for the NES, Super NES, Game Boy, Game Gear, Genesis, obviously, Sega CD, 3DO, PlayStation, Saturn, all this stuff. So the big selling point with this one is that you could play as Dr. Grant, or you could play as a Velociraptor. And they're both fun. I'll start with Grant this time around. I'll play again and do the Raptor. So it starts, you're in the Jeep. Weather's bad. Power goes out, the fence is broken by the T-Rex. I remember this whole thing, and then this. Just imagine you're a kid, 7, 8 years old, and you're seeing that for the first time. So this is where, this loosely follows the film. I mean, it follows it to a degree, but it has to make it, interesting. So, in this one, you're Grant, and you're having to navigate the island to try to get out, try to escape. And it involves you going against various dinosaurs. So you got the Dilophosaurus, you got Triceratops you took out with a gas grenade, you got pterodactyls who swoop in and try to hit you. And you've got 3 lives, you've got a power bar, you got the power bars up there, and it's easy to take damage from almost everything. Not just the dinosaurs. You can take fall damage, you can take falling damage, you can take damage from certain hazards, like the spikes and everything. See, I just lost a little bit there. And missed it. Ow. Try to jump over it. And you do have a nice variety of weapons. You've got tranquilizer darts. You've got the blue darts, which can take out anything. You can take out the small dinosaurs in one hit. It takes more to get the bigger ones, like the raptor or the Dilophosaurus, whatever. Red dart, which can take them out in one hit, and can also knock out a raptor for a little while with one hit. You have stun gun. You got your gas grenade, you got flashbang. Ow. And you also later you get rockets and concussion grenades. Okay, so we gotta be careful here because that rock, I think it's an instant kill if it gets you. Get you. This game also does have quite a bit of slowdown at times. This one was published by Sega, obviously. Developed by Blue Sky Software, who would go on to do games like the Vector Man series, Shadowrun for the Genesis, which is another game I've played. Pretty sure I've done a video on that one. I ought to go back to it though. Okay, good. Ow. Gotta be careful. You crouch down. Okay, now I gotta be careful on this one. Get health. Down. Yep. Ah. Did it. Up on Brachiosaurus's head. Dr. Grant, the island's main power is offline. The Velociraptor has taken over the power station. Be careful. Dennis Nedry. Hello, Newman. Oh, it's not Newman, but it's the guy who plays Newman. There's our concussion grenades. They can knock out a raptor for quite a while. And obviously they can take out anything else. I said There we go, get the battery, so as you can see that gives you more of your stun gun. One up. Go on foot. Drop down. Don't take any damage yet. Ow. 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 Gotcha. Don't want to have the chance of falling down. Can't wait. Ah, there we go. So here we get the box with us and elevate down. So anyway, most people would know that Jurassic Park was one of the biggest movies of all time. I mean, the book itself was already did well enough, you know. It was a bestseller. But then the movie was even bigger. One of the biggest movies of the 90s, and still one of the most revered films ever. It spawned a sequel in the 90s, The Lost World, and then it would do Jurassic Park 3. And then you would have, over 10 years later, you get the Jurassic World films. I think they've done 3 of those. So Jurassic World Dominion, and Fallen Kingdom. But most people remember this one. If for anything, it's the characters. Now this game only has Grant and a raptor. You know, you don't get Dr. Sadler. You don't get the kids, Tim and Lex. You don't get Hammond, and you don't get Ian Malcolm. You don't get no Jeff Goldblum. No, I think that's the biggest tragedy. I would love a game where you get to play as Jeff Goldblum. Even if they made a game of The Fly, I'd play that, even knowing what happens to Seth Brundle in that one. You know, Jeff Goldblum's character. Alright, so there we go. Getting that health back. I want to go this way because this has power up for that. And gotcha. Thankfully, the raptor can't climb in here, but it can mess you up if you're out there. Get you down. Yeah, I recognize this kind of music. This music actually does sound reminiscent of Shadowrun for the Genesis. Good to know that they're able to get something out of it. Going up. So doing good. Haven't lost a life, and whatever health I've lost, I've usually gotten back. And take another set of those. Down you go. And up. Anything up here? More boom boom grenades. I like how in this game you can shoot up. You can shoot up in either diagonals or straight up. Comes in handy. And when you're trying to keep your distance, because you want to keep your distance. Okay, now I know this. Raptor drops from behind. If you knock it out, then you have enough time to go here. Knock you out. Get you out. Didn't need to, but I did. Nope. What's that? Ah! It's our friend the T-Rex. Now, the T-Rex by default will continue to try to bite at you, but you can stun it. And I like the animation on the T-Rex, how it looks. So now if you just use like a regular weapon, like this, obviously, it doesn't do anything. But if you use either gas grenade or the red dart or anything like that, it stuns them and they don't come after you. So I hit the buttons there because that'll open the door down there. Alright, moving on. You will find a rubber raft outside by the river. It's low on fuel and all the fuel cans are scattered downstream. So this is where it deviates from the movie, because the movie doesn't have anything like this. You know, they had to add in more action stages to make it more, I guess, enjoyable. Now you just have to be careful about where you go. You can hop out to pick up the gas, because if you do run out of gas, then your little dinghy here starts going super slow. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna jump up. And if it's going slow, then you fall down. Like if you're going straight and there's like a bunch of ways to go, like if there's a bunch of waterfalls going down, if you're not going fast, then you're gonna go down them, which is problematic if you're trying to not fall down to your death. I notice it's cool that the raft stops. Oh. And hit. Ow. Okay, got you. And hip. Yes. Ah! Whoops. And I gotta start again. I hate when that happens. Going out. Gotcha. And if you go too fast, and you're going like near an edge, you could indeed crash your raft and die. I'm not looking to do that right now. Go. One of those. Down. I wonder what I got there. Is that a Johnson? Is that an Evinrude? Whatever it is. Oh, I almost fell in between those. Okay, run. Because he's back up. Oops! I forgot I had to keep going. Or you could jump off, and there's another raft there. I forgot about that. It sounds pretty good in this game too. It holds up. This is drastically different than the games that were released on the Nintendo consoles. So those were well, first of all, there were two made for the Super Nintendo. The second one, Jurassic Park 2, actually is an entirely different game than the first one. The first one for the Super NES and the NES is a top-down, where you're going around, you're collecting dinosaur eggs and stuff like that. And of course, trying not to get killed by dinosaurs. Okay, now you see I hit him with the blue one. But it takes more than a few. It takes a few to stun him. And there we go. Would have been good, because you get 3 lives. And if you die, it's game over. Like if you lose all those lives, it's game over. Alright, there. Ooh, he was running. Glad I didn't get knocked down into it. Okay, so we got good enough fuel. Let's keep going. Down. That over here. Yep. Alright. Keep going. Drop Ah, gotcha. There better be at least one more gas can. It's done. Anything over here? Yes. Yep. Gotcha. And back. Down. Please be safe. Oh! Well, that's the game. 3 lives, no continues. Now, there is a cheat you can type in for the password to get to choose whatever level you want, choose who you want to play as, which actually does allow you to play Grant's levels as the Raptor and vice versa. Although it can potentially break the game because you might get to a point where you can't progress or whatever. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for this one. It was fun. I mean, definitely something interesting to go back to. Like I said, I'll play it again down the road, and I'll be the Raptor then. You get to see exactly how different it is. They both basically have the same levels, just played differently. I mean, heck, this game, like I said, it does deviate from the film. I mean, there's even levels for both of them where for Grant, there's like for both of them, there's a canyon level, which is like, where the hell was a canyon on that island? And then even a freaking volcano. So I'm like, they had to pad it out somehow. Put in some extra stuff that wasn't in the movie or the book. But that's all for another time. Until then, though, it's Brian E, aka Mr. Rhythms87, saying thank you all for watching, thank you all for tuning in, thank you all for playing along. Y'all take care now, and I will be back.